We build and fabricate race cars. My name's Joshua Cumming and this is JC Motorsport. Hi guys, Josh here again. So this is episode 2. This is our swan neck, one of the sides. This is an add-on, this bottom extra plate to reinforce it so it doesn't buckle the boot. We're going to cut the next plate out. Just have to cut these off now. Shaped it a little bit so it looks better. Alright, easy as that. Bit old school, no CNC machine here. I am the CNC machine. I've already countersunk through the back because these pop rivets sit proud a little bit, and when that sits on there, when I mocked it all up, it can't move, so that's exactly where we want it to go. Can't twist it. So once this is welded to this stiffener plate on the base plate, then we can drill through here and then mount it back into these same holes, threads we got here. Then plus we're going to drill and put some more in the front and back, because obviously it's more stiffer at the curve and at the back near the rear glass. So these here is going to what's going to stop this from buckling, because if we don't and we just mount it here, you're going to get a lot of boot buckling and brake stuff. That'll go there, that will go there. We're just going to clean up the corners because we're going to tack weld the corners, and then once it's tack welded, like I said, we can then drill back through these holes, mount it up. So let's tack them up. Alright guys, so we've got our big bit of aluminium plate here. This is going to be our little sort of bench, so we don't have to fiddle around with clamps. So it'll just, our earth strap will go to this. It's a lot easier to do, so it helps. So we've marked it all out. We're going to TIG weld this up, but before we do need to clean the aluminium, because when you're TIG welding, especially if you're learning, it can be very difficult and all your welds get gross and dirty and contaminated. So if you're learning to TIG weld aluminium, do yourself a favor, clean the aluminium, clean it, wipe everything down, clean, and the welds will come up a lot better. So when I first learned, I didn't do much cleaning, so my welds didn't turn out so well, and they're still not the greatest. But we're going to do that, flappy disc, and then we're going to get the wire brush, and then we can tack these corners up and tidy up all the edges, shape them, and then we've got 2 identical swan neck mounts. So let's do it. Wire brush. Make sure you always use the same brush. Don't use a brush that you use for steel or cleaning dirty stuff. You literally want a wire brush that you're going to be using mainly for cleaning your aluminium before you weld because then it's pointless. You're contaminating this back with unwanted contaminants. So a bit of brake cleaner maybe. Alright, so I went ahead already and I did some new grinds on these tungsten. Got a couple here because they seem to burn up and melt a bit more with this 5mm plate. I've only got a little tiny TIG welder and cup size, and it just gets very hot. So we're going to change the tungsten tip out. Look at that. That is messed up. Now, I'm no expert when it comes to TIG welding by any means, so literally I can weld enough for it to work and look okay. This is why I can have this car, is because I do all this work myself and save a lot of money, so instead of paying people to do it. So I was quite fortunate growing up in the shed with my dad, and he taught me, you know, I could nearly say everything I know, but then at the same time I've taught myself. I think I just blew up my welder. Uh-oh. The power's out. It's cut out. Now I lost my stack hat. Alright, let's get this cooking. Let's get comfy. Alright, so we are tacked up, so we're going to let it cool because it gets very hot. That took a lot of heat, so let it cool. I'll drill some holes and then we'll countersink the back, and it should lock straight back to its first mock-up stage that we did. And then we'll finish some more welds once it cools, and finish this weld, and we'll clean up the edges. We'll bend these plates like I said previously. We'll be able to clean them all up. We'll etch prime them and paint them. So I'm thinking matte black. We'll go matte black, I think. So guys, we used 5mm aluminium plate to make these swan necks. I simply just got my plate, measured, marked it all out on the plate, and then I used my circular saw, just with any old you know, timber cutting blade on it. It'll cut through like butter. So yeah, did all that, cut out the swan necks, had my belt sander there to get these curves a lot nicer. Still a lot of sanding and stuff to go to neaten it all up before paint. A lot of tidy up, but basically this is how we build swan neck style wings out of aluminium. So, and then with the actual wing itself, was made out of, to get the front curve, we used a 25mm round aluminium tube, so we could shape that 1.2mm aluminium around the front. And also I used this 5mm plate to make all the little braces in between, as you can see, and that was for all the pop rivets to pop rivet onto. And also it helped stiffen it up and stop a lot of flex, you know. So that's how we are building this swan neck style rear wing. So here she is, the wing. Very, very happy, and it's very light, so yeah, this is how it turned out. Alright guys, so here we are at my dad's workshop. It's quite a big shed, and a lot of tools in here, and it reminds me a bit of that Fast and the Furious scene.
Areas you work in here. If you can't find the right tool in this garage, Mr. Arizona, you don't belong near a car.
Have it. This is my father's BMW E36. I think this is a 94, but it's a coupe, so mine's a 4-door. But he's gutted it all out at the moment, so he's bought some steel tube. He's going to fabricate his own roll cage. And he just got back from down south. He picked up some bumpers and things like that, and new clutch and pressure plate. So he isn't running the BMW gearbox. I think he's running a T5, so that's why he had to specially get that made down south. There's the 6-cylinder M50 that he's going to keep, and he will also be, shouldn't say also, I'm giving it away there, he's going to be turbocharging this engine. So alright guys, it was a quick look into this BMW E36 as it sits now. So Dad said he's going to hook in and get a fair bit done over his holidays, so I'm keen to pop in and see what he's up to. So if you're liking these videos, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.